How would you like some peanut butter with that jelly sandwich? Mother.
Hey, oh, it's the Chris Court Show. Hey, oh.
I am Jared from Robot Heart Throb, excitedly here on the Chris Court Show. You are listening to...
All right, welcome back to the Chris Court Show. I am here with Matt in studio now.
I'm alive.
Yeah,
Not sick anymore.
you were down for the count last week, were you?
I was still on the show.
Yeah, you were.
I phoned it in, but I was
You
here.
phoned it in. Phoning it in. If you want to go check that out, that was our last episode, phoning it in. And I am excited. I'm excited for this episode.
There's big changes since I wasn't here last week. My fucking chair's busted. Goddamn Wi-Fi's not working.
Yeah. That's what happens when people leave me alone. But the reason I am excited for this episode is because this episode is an interview episode. And interview episodes always excite me.
Why is that?
Because, it was a good time. Robot Heart Throb, we talked to
Jared.
Yep. And it was a great time, man.
Yeah.
It
was a lot of fun.
As I remember, we were drinking quite a bit.
We were already drunk before we called him.
Yeah.
Because we had done a previous interview before that one.
Yeah, we did a previous interview before that, but no, it was a really good time with him, and I do want to check out his show coming in October 20th.
I think it's October 20th. I don't remember where it's at, somewhere in Irving Park, but
He'll
mentions
say
it
in the interview. But we definitely need to go to that. But listen to the interview. It's a great interview. It's there's a lot of funny moments in it. Things like this. But before we get into this interview, I do want to talk about something. Matt, you're fired.
Okay.
No, I got a bearded.
Not the first time you fired me.
I got a bearded dragon.
Oh, you got a new one.
I got a new one.
Did the old one pass away?
He did, yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I?
I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. Everything passes away in my house. He was okay with it. He wanted a new one, so he was like, "All right."
Okay, because the cat just passed, and
I know,
that's why I was asking.
But no, he passed away, and then
is he happy about the new one?
He is.
Is the new one more energetic and moving around?
Oh yeah, So we went to Chicago Reptile House in Orland.
Okay.
But it's better than a PetSmart, Petco, all that.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
because those places are trash.
Right. So we went to Chicago Reptile House. They know their shit. And we picked out a little guy. He's 2 months old.
Okay.
He's a fancy bearded dragon, which I guess is just another way to. Well, it has different.
Fancy.
It has different colors to it.
Okay.
That's basically.
So they're not just like the standard brown and.
Yeah. But I've been losing my mind. I've been losing my mind with this damn lizard because I have been researching so much shit. I've been trying to get the temperatures right. I've been trying to get the light right. I've been trying to get
like anything else you
right.
do in your life, you overdo it.
Oh, I overthink shit.
And then eventually you'll stop overdoing it. You'll still do it right.
Yeah.
But you'll stop overdoing it.
Yeah.
Much like the beer we made recently.
Right.
Has that ever started bubbling?
Yes.
Okay.
I put another yeast packet in it.
Oh, you doubled up the yeast.
Yeah. Just to get it kick started.
It's going to taste like rhino farts.
No, it shouldn't. Hopefully not.
Just water the the rhino farts down with some maple syrup.
Actually, it's done. I'll have it for next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to put the honey in it and stuff. But I've been
syrup.
researching. Yeah, the syrup. Researching the shit out of this thing, and I've been spending countless nights awake researching it. I went to fucking so many pet stores this week.
I do the same thing in my life, but it's mostly just like I spent countless nights up looking at porn.
No. I'm a married man. I don't do that anymore.
Oh, yes, you do. You just don't do it at night when you're laying in bed next to your wife.
No, I don't really. I'm not into porn as I used to be.
You were into porn like 2 years ago.
How do you know?
Because you talked about it all the time.
You in my history?
No, you literally talked about it all the time.
No, but so I've been doing a lot with it. You got to get him like salads. You got to get him insects. He hasn't been eating, and I've been.
He hasn't been eating.
No, but he's nervous. He actually did eat 4 crickets today.
Okay.
I am very proud of. We called him. We named him Autumn.
Autumn. Okay.
Yeah, because he has like autumn colors, and it's autumn, fall.
It is fall.
So it's been driving me crazy. The kids, Michelle, don't even want to touch him because.
Why is Michelle afraid of him?
No, they're not afraid. They're afraid that they'll fuck up my shit.
Oh. I think I still touch the lizard.
No, not really.
Why not?
Because he's a little nervous right now, and they said not to.
Nah, you just reach in there and
Yeah. No. See, that's.
You're not gonna let me in your basement, are you?
I don't know if I'm gonna let you near my wife.
You just reach in and
Fuck.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either. All right, but yeah, so that was it. My lizard, my little lizard. I'm glad to have him. And
How's Walter?
Walter's doing fine.
Good.
Walter is my crested gecko I have. But
You've had him for a while.
For a while.
How old
yeah.
is he now?
Probably
roughly?
12 years. 11, 12
How
years.
long do they live?
I want to say about that.
Okay, so we're getting close.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, though? What have you been doing this week?
I was still sick on Sunday and part of Monday.
Did you get, do you know, do you think it was COVID?
No, it wasn't COVID.
No, you don't think so?
I think it was just like a bad head cold.
You sounded pretty bad.
Yeah,
on the
no,
phone.
that was the worst day, Saturday.
Well, that was Friday.
Or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Saturday was the worst day. Friday was getting bad.
Oh, okay.
But no, Sunday I was a lot better, but I still had sneezing and coughing a little bit. But I felt like a whole lot better. I actually mowed the lawn on Sunday and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Monday I went to work, so
Yeah. Not bad.
But no, it was just like a 2-day head cold. It wasn't that bad. So
Wes was here. We had a good time with Wes. You weren't here, so I had to set shit up myself.
why don't you make Wes set it up?
Yeah.
That's what we do to our guests. Set our studio up.
Do it. All right, so let's get into this interview. I don't want to, this is the only time that we're going to talk, and then we're going to play everything. Man, before we do this, though, I do want to say we have been doing interviews.
Almost back to back.
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm excited about.
Literally back to back the first weekend we started doing them.
Right. There's a lot that I'm excited about. We still have more interviews to come. I am just all of these interviews are going well, and it's great to talk to these different artists and groups about their stories. And there's one in particular that I actually well, I'm not going to say, but
Don't ruin stuff.
yeah, I don't want to ruin stuff, but again, so all our stuff is streaming. So if this is your first time listening to us, all our stuff is streaming on Apple's, Google's, YouTube's, all that.
Podbean.com.
So Podbeans. So if you want to listen to all our episodes, this is what we do. We showcase underground bands.
Yep.
Bands
Underground,
that aren't,
unsigned, or very unknown bands.
yeah.
Yes.
Or bands that aren't playing on the radio. This is what we do, man.
But good music that's not playing.
Good
on radio.
music. We don't play shitty music.
Nope.
Here. Okay. But also we have TikTok. You could watch our videos, get
That
crazy.
Instagram.
You could watch my workouts.
Oh my God, I forgot about that one.
Usually we're drunk in them, but that's fine. That's the only time that we know.
We
how
had
to
that
use
one
it.
where you said we're not going to drink at all.
And then we drank, yeah. So I just I just wanted to plug that in before we get into the song here. So can we get into this song then? Can we do it? So let's get into this song. Can we do it?
We can get into the song.
Oh, okay.
The song's called Magic, though, not Can We Do It?
No, this is how we do it. But I do want to say that we had Jared record a little intro to his song. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, so listen on, guys. Here we go. Take it away, Jared.
My name is Jared from Robot Heart Throb. The song you're about to hear is called Magic, and it was written during a tough time when close friendship was the only reason I was not drowning. So when you listen to it, you can think about your close friends, and if you don't have any close friends at the moment, you can imagine how good that's going to feel when you find those people. Every time I look into your eyes, I see magic, and it helps me get by. And every time I look into your eyes, I see home inside. And all I know is that you help me get through. All I know is that you help me get through. I was always looking for a little bit of more magic. I was always searching for what I found. Remember the time we stayed up all night, just talking about what wasn't right. Everything had stopped working for me. Not even chocolate or flowers or TV. And oh, before you my heart was turned to stone. I couldn't have done this on my own. Before you came along, everything felt so wrong. You treat me like I deserve to be free. That's why I'll always keep you with me. You always told me believe in magic when I was blue. And I confess, after all that we've been through, I believe in magic now too.
Do you have a band or just have music you want to send to the Chris Court Show? Send us what you got. We will definitely play it and we'll give you good promotion. Just send MP3s and information to chriscourtshow@gmail.com.
All right. That was Robot Heart Throb Magic. So again, we have heard their different a different song before.
Yeah.
You know, in different episode. But what did you think about that one?
I actually enjoyed this song. I'm the one who picked it.
Go fuck yourself. Why don't you reach around and go fuck yourself?
I would love to, but I'm a little too fat to reach around.
Dude plays saxophone like a maniac,
Yes, he
man. I
does.
really, really, really
He's
like it. I
very
think
good
we
at
even
it, too.
talked about that in the interview, how much I like that. But yeah, it was super good. But you know, you're gonna hear more, of course, in the interview.
Yep.
That I am excited to play. I mean, why can't we just get into it right now?
Just get into it.
Right. So you want to hear? Do you want to hear the interview?
Let's hear it.
Do you want to hear the interview?
Yes.
All right. Well, here you go. This is the interview with Jared from Robot Heart Throb. While me and Matt were kind of half in the bag from, you know, doing everything. It was getting late at night, and this is it.
This was like in the afternoon.
This is it. Enjoy.
Everything will be fine, cause that's what it takes to live with mistakes that we've made. Everything will seem fine, cause it's all on the wall, and I was so sorry to you.
All right. So, Jared from Robot Heart Throb, how you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you guys so much for having me. I think it's really cool that you've been doing this for so long, and it's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
No, we've been doing this actually since 2013, and then we took a little hiatus, and then you know, we came back. You know, our biggest thing is to get bands. You know, you hear a lot of popular music today, and then when I started this, there was no, like, you can't hear any other bands. Like, you know, everyone says, like, why isn't there another band? Like, why don't we have more music? And then that's what I'm trying to spotlight here.
That's awesome. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys have like that you focus on like unsigned and up and coming bands and stuff, because I agree there's like a huge need for that. And yeah, also people that know where to find music. So it's really cool that you do this.
It gets harder and harder to find today, which is crazy because the internet makes everything so accessible, but it's harder to find music today.
Yeah. So, man,
it's
you're from Chicago, right?
Yeah, I went to I grew up just north of the city. I went to the Ferris Bueller's Day Off High School, so that's kind of where I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You guys are as well, right?
We are from Chicago. Yeah, we're from the south suburbs.
Cool. You know, I might need to move to a room with better Wi-Fi. It seems like it's getting a little bit rickety.
You're fine.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
mind if I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully that made things better.
Yeah, and these degrees are not mine. They don't give those out for albums. But
whose degrees are those?
I'm staying with a friend in Urbana-Champaign, and it's her roommates. They're
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, very nice, man.
yeah,
Well,
thanks.
they're not clear enough to read, so we're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we played your song on our episode before, and it was really cool. I did want to ask you, one of the songs that you had on there, I believe it was Calculate My Ass.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Because there's a lot, it seems like it's against or for teachers or schools and stuff like this. And I kind of have a long history with that. So where did that come from?
Yeah. Well, to preface it, I will say that I teach private music lessons. I teach private saxophone and Irish tin whistle lessons. So I do have a lot of respect for the craft and the art of teaching and the importance of teachers. First off, but you know how when you grow up, you realize things that adults did that you kind of just took for granted, and you realize, wow, that was like really shitty.
Yes.
And this was an example of that. And I just was feeling a lot of anger and frustration about being, having enough space from school now that I'm safe to think about how messed up it was. So yeah, I had a teacher who, it's mentioned in the song, but who at the end of the year sent his favorite students a little gift in the mail, and only sent it to like 5 of the students who got the best grades. And as a teacher now, I know that has no actual productive value whatsoever. It's just a weird game, you know. So it's just wanted to get that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I did like it when I was in grade school. I had a little thing, you know, with the teachers, and
Yeah.
you know, the teachers weren't very supportive for their students, and
Yeah.
You almost didn't graduate.
I almost didn't
Eighth
graduate.
grade, was it?
It was 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was actually on the news and shit, and they said my full name, and yeah, it was insane. So
And you have to think about it, as an 8th grader at that age, that's pretty
yeah, you don't
detrimental to your life.
right. So then
What?
go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'm so curious what happened.
Yeah, so
well, knowing him personally, I completely understand what happened.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, so there were things that you know, as any student at that age would do.
Yeah.
You know, just didn't put your all in it, because a lot of the stuff didn't interest me. But you know, we were trying to get help for me. You know, my parents were, and they didn't want to do that. You know, they didn't want to give us any help. They didn't want to do anything. So
Yeah, the school wasn't helping.
correct.
At all.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
And I was on the, you know, my parents went to the school board and said, you know, what are we going to help him? Like, what are we doing? Like, and they just said no, you know, and he's not going to graduate. And so it was a big thing. And then I
Wow.
was able to graduate, and they put me on the news. Like, the news was there
Wow.
trying to interview me. And yeah, I was in 8th grade. So, and then I heard this song, and I was like, fuck yeah. You know, someone fucking gets it.
How yeah, it's weird because a lot of the crazy stuff that I did back then in school to kind of like rebel against how unpleasant the experience was, I actually totally forgive myself for that. You know what I mean? At the time, I was like, oh, I'm such a villain. But it's like, you know, I remember in gym class, we'd be walking through the halls and I'd just drag a garbage can and deposit it in some random other part of the school. You know, it's good stuff. And now that I teach it, like the cafeteria looks like a prison show, you know, like it looks like a prison cafeteria. Like, so yeah, that stinks. So I guess we share that school trauma shit.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah.
I heard that song and I was like, damn, man. All right. So you play saxophone, right?
Yeah. So in the band, I play guitar and I sing, and then I put in some saxophone, clarinet, and Irish tin whistle and flute solos into it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, every time, and I was telling Matt here, I was like, you know, every time I hear that saxophone, it's really, really cool. It like brings the whole song together.
Thank you so much.
How long have you been playing for?
I've been playing saxophone since I was 7, so 21 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of feels like my voice, like an extension of my voice. So it's been fun to figure out how to bring that into the other music I love. So
yeah. And Matt, you're a big fan of Magic, right?
Yeah, the song Magic I actually enjoyed quite a bit. When you sent it to us, we listened to it.
Thank you so much.
It's just, it kind of like, I don't know, it's a little different than your other songs. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more like, you know,
melancholy,
heart touching kind of thing. You know, it's a little different. So I loved it. It was great.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we always play that one at the end of our shows, the second to last song, and we get the audience to all sing, "All I know is that you help me," and it's just like, it's very heartwarming every time. You know,
you guys have any shows coming up?
Yeah, so we just had a big show at Bottom Lounge, which was really cool.
Nice.
Opening for the Kevin Singleton. I don't know if you know Kevin, but he's like
I don't know Kevin Singleton.
He's got a band called Night Space. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but the next show I've got coming up, I'm doing a solo show, is at Brothers. It's this new place, and it's on 10/20.
Okay,
October 20th. Yeah,
we should check that out.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
No,
we're in the neighborhood technically, so
just on the south side of that neighborhood. But yeah, no, we were in a band for a while, and then, you know, we kind of ventured out, and then we played Bottom Lounge, and then I think it was. Do you remember Betty's Blue Star Lounge at all?
No.
So that was like in the Chicago area, I think, kind of by Bottom Lounge, but we opened up for Scott Lucas of Local H. So
That's
that was
sick.
cool. That
That's
was a
sick.
cool thing. But yeah, no, it's definitely fun being in a band. And I'm assuming that you write all your songs and all that, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's also really cool that you guys come from a musical background, because it's a whole different perspective on like the hustle and the grind of being a up and coming
sure.
artist.
Oh yeah. No, it's a lot of work when you're an up and coming artist.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Ton of shit.
A lot of those venues want to hear covers. They want to hear 80s rock, and
Yeah.
we wrote our own shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
all right, so how do we get? And a lot of those venues were like, well, how many people can you bring? How many? Like,
Yeah.
that's not what it's about. Like,
Right.
like we
Right.
write our own shit, so people probably don't know our shit, but it's good shit. I'm promising you. So
Right. Right.
yeah, it is the hustle. So how old are you guys around?
So we've actually been around for 13 months.
Okay.
So really
Not very long. Okay.
not very long. No. But my background is jazz. Like I played at the Jazz Showcase a bunch. So like I've had a whole kind of music career before this in a way. So
Yeah.
it's that's another weird thing. I don't know if you can relate to that, but like when you start your own project, in some ways, to everyone else, they think you're just starting. This is the first thing you've ever done.
Right,
But,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
And there's so much other shit that
There's so much other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're from a jazz background. Are you influenced by any other jazz musicians or?
Yeah. Well, in terms of like jazz, I don't know if you know these names, but like Coleman Hawkins, the sax player,
Yep.
John Coltrane. I'll just
John
put that
Coltrane,
out there.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Miles Davis is one of my actually I named one of my kids after Miles Davis.
No way. Miles,
Yeah.
is it?
Miles, yep, that's it.
I gotta
Miles. And then John Lennon is one of my biggest influences, and my other son's named is Lennon.
Oh my gosh.
Miles
It's
and
amazing.
Lennon. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So, there's
Yeah.
a lot of, the thing is I listen to everything, and that's what's cool about like, even
Yeah.
the podcast, we're gonna play
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah, we play a little bit.
I
of
love
We
it.
played electronic music and rap and hip hop, everything. So
You know what I love so much about that also, first of all, I think that's super just shows how open-minded you guys are, which I really appreciate. But then also it's weird because Robot Heart Throb kind of doesn't fit into a genre, right? So I got these like 20 playlists wrote me back saying they love the music, like literally they're effusive, but they can't put it on their playlist because they don't know what genre it is, which I think is a really silly thing.
Right.
It's then start a playlist for the stuff that doesn't fit, maybe. I don't know.
And there
So,
is like
yeah.
when we were actually just listening to your music while we were kind of setting shit up, and you guys do go from there's a wide range of it. So, but
because there's a little bit of like almost electronic music in the background sometimes. There's obviously jazzy stuff going on, and it's you guys have a very wide range of like a genre, so it's hard to pinpoint it. But it's still very enjoyable. I mean, it should be able to fit into other playlists somewhere.
Yeah.
so you got the
Thank you.
Robot Heart Throbs, and do you guys? So is there like you have that album out now? Like, are you still writing music, or is this
100%? Yeah. Right now I'm trying to write 2 to 3 solo songs a week. Because I would like to release a solo EP by the time we play at Sleeping Village in December. Yeah, so I'm just like, I figure for every 10 songs I write, there's one song that's like a keeper. So I'm just trying to like keep writing songs.
Yeah, right.
So yes, yeah, the answer is yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
That's
great.
great to hear. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
This new album now. So do you have something in your mind that you kind of think of when you write? Is there like, all right, I'm going to write this song about this, or is it like, I'm going to write this EP about this, or is it just like, it just kind of comes to you?
Yeah, I think I try to start with an emotion, and then just because I come from a jazz background, I really like to improvise. So I try to just improvise things from that kind of headspace and just kind of keep bringing myself back into that emotional environment, and just keep improvising and then piece together all these different improvisations, refine them and stuff like that. But yeah, I start off with like a feeling, like the Magic, that song about friendship. I was like sitting outside of Trader Joe's, and it was like a really hard time. And then I was just hit with how happy I was to have good friendship. And then just started hearing this melody that was expressing, I don't know if everyone has a similar songwriting experience. I don't know. I'm curious what yours is.
I think I do have the same
Similar.
thing.
Yeah.
I used to write shit on like, like if I'm going to restaurants or something like that, or doing something like I'll write it on a napkin and I'll be like, well, back then I used to write it on a napkin. Now I'll just write it on my phone because I still write, little shit. But like, I'll think of something. I'm like, all right, well, that's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down. And so yeah, it's the same thing. Although my shit that I write is all depressing.
It's very depressing. Makes you want to slice your wrist sometimes.
Right. I still play, at bars and play a lot of covers and shit, and I'll still play, but it's still fun to do. So I think it's the music. My biggest thing has always been music in my whole life, and I think that's why writing came about and this came about. It's great to talk to other people and say like exactly what they're doing and like how they're writing. So yeah, man, it's great.
I agree. Like I agree, and it makes it less alienating, right? Because like the arts can be such like a solitary. I'm spending like 6 hours a day alone. Like I like it, but it's ridiculous. Yeah. So it's not. I enjoy talking about this as well. So I'm glad that you guys are doing it. Seriously, like it's great. So I appreciate you having me on. I can't say that.
Oh yeah, no problem. Man. This is awesome.
Being in a band ourselves in the past, like we know how hard it is to get your songs out there and get your name out there and stuff like that. So like, this is pretty much what the show is about. Is this podcast to showcase those bands and stuff, give them an outlet to get their name out there. That's what this whole thing's about. So that's why we love doing it.
Oh yeah.
So when you're playing live, so how do you feel like when you're playing live? Because I remember when I used to play live.
Yeah, I used to get nervous as shit.
You used to get nervous.
Always. Oh my God, so badly. I was just a bassist. I didn't sing or anything. I just played bass, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was great, but I got so nervous in front of a crowd all the time.
It just never went away. Yeah.
No, never went
I'm sorry.
Away. Yeah, no, you're good. No, it never went away from me. So.
Yeah, it never went away. I always thought like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to give all my feelings are going to be towards this crowd. Doesn't matter if there's 2 people here or if there's the fucking
50 or 60.
Yeah, I don't think we never had that many people.
No, we've had 300 people.
Have we?
Yes, at George's house in his backyard.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That got shut down.
No, the cops came and tried to shut it down. The only thing they shut down is they told us that all the underage people can't drink anymore.
Yeah. Which was probably us at that time.
No, there was a lot of people in the crowd that were underage, and when we announced it, everyone just kind of chugged what they had and then threw it in the trash can.
Oh, yeah. So the show that you're doing, what was it, October
20th? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So where is this at? Is this on the north side or?
Yeah, it's in Irving Park. It's actually my first time playing there at this place. So yeah.
Yeah. And that's what day is that? That's a Friday?
It's Friday or Saturday night.
Let me see.
October 20th. Yeah, it's a Friday night. You're right. Yeah.
Friday night. Okay.
Friday night,
okay. Yeah, but we got to write that down. We need to go to that.
Type it out.
Oh yeah.
You got the computer in front of you. Type it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but what you're saying about like getting nervous for a show, I feel like I'm similar to you, Chris. Like I just try to like ADHD it all out at the audience in a way.
Yeah, right. You got to kind of tune everything away. And it's like, you got to tune everything away. And it's just like, all right, I might look like a dumbass right now. And that's how I always thought, like, because I would be flailing my arms and like doing this weird shit. And it's like, I probably look like a dumbass, but you know what? I don't give a flying fuck. Like, these are my emotions. These are my lyrics. And here it is. You know?
I have this new thing I do where 2 nights ago we played at Fulton Street Collective, which is a jazz venue. And this was the most nervous I've been for a show we've done. Like, you know, we've played in front of like at Shuba's in front of big audiences and stuff. And there were literally 8 people there. And this was the most nervous I've been because it feels like there's rules, right? Because it's like, oh, this is a jazz venue. So that means there's rules now but which is really, it's all in my own head. Nobody was telling me any of that. But I had this line in my head where if I started to feel constricted, I was going to say, if you guys don't think this is jazzy enough, you can suck my grandpa's testicle. So, so I'd rather just be so ridiculous that, like, yes, I am being ridiculous, and I know it.
Well,
you know?
well, jazz don't have rules.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of jazz.
There's no rules in jazz. You just fucking do it, you know. Hey, we're gonna take a shot here. This is what we do with guests here, but we got some Jim Beam here. So hey, man, cheers.
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 Oh God. So you had a question that you said that you typed out.
Oh, he already answered it.
Oh, did he?
We don't need to ask it. Yeah, I was going to ask if you're actually a teacher, but you said you were a teacher.
I am. Yep.
I pulled that from the song "Calculate My Ass." Because you mentioned in the song that you're a teacher, and I was like, I wonder if he's actually a teacher or not, if it's just part of the song. But you said you were a teacher, so yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I run into some trouble with that, with the heart on your sleeve lyrics, where it's like I'm going to be really real about things because you know what I mean. Like saying you sold your dad's pain medication in high school. Do you want people to hear that?
Probably not, but you know what? It's in the past, you know, whatever.
Right. Statute of limitations, is that what
I don't know what the actual statute of limitations is, but yeah, you know whatever. It's a song. Just play it off. It's a song, it's fine.
So how many people are in the band?
Right. There's a core membership of 4 people. And we have a cellist come in and pizzazz it up for special occasions.
Okay,
okay.
cool.
You have a cellist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. Don't ask why. I feel like string
doesn't matter.
I feel strings can add some drama to, you know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So they can make things feel more intense for sure.
Right. Yeah. Epic, right? Like.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we got to go see you. That's on a Friday night. We usually record on Friday nights, but we'll have to have a
maybe we'll do a live podcast at the show.
Oh, there you go.
Holy crap. That would be so fun. Honestly, like we like doing, like we had somebody skateboard at one of our shows once. Like we like doing things that our community of fans like things like that, like interesting scenarios. So I think you guys would find a lot of eager people there, I guess.
Yeah. No, I have a little microphone that we bring out, you know, to like interview bands that, like, you know, on the go. So it's not quite the setup that we have, but
we can always do the Podbean Live thing too.
The Podbean Live, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we could do that.
Because you could do it on a phone now.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
They advertise you can do it on a phone now. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a live podcast there.
Oh yeah. Look at you sweating. Matt's a sweater.
I'm not sweating as bad as I was last time.
Well, hey man, thanks again for doing this interview with us. This has been awesome. It's been fun. Anything to plug or anything to promote or anything before we go?
Let's see. Well, I saw in one. First of all, sorry that your cat died.
Thank you.
You saw yesterday's episode. Okay.
Yeah, no, my kid actually, Miles actually, yeah, he's been really bad. He's been crying on and off all day. So it's been rough for him. But I appreciate that.
That sucks.
Thank you.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Another plug. This isn't me, but I went to this feels like a very Chicago podcast. It just does for me. I don't know.
100% is.
It definitely is.
So I have to plug. This is not me. But I went and got a hot dog, a Chicago hot dog, and I actually teared up because it was so good. And it's called Franny's Beef and Catering. And it's a tiny place. It's like grandpa and like son owned, like Italian immigrant. Like it's just so. But anyway,
where's that at?
It's in Schiller Park, so like northwest area. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But in terms of Robot Heart Throb plugs, yes. We would be so grateful if you checked out our new album. It's on all streaming services. We would love for you to follow us on Instagram. We have a show coming up 10/20 at Brothers, and also we have 20 Robot Heart Throb shirts left, and then they're all gone. Like 40 of them have already been sold. They're really cool shirts. So yeah, hit me up if you want one.
Awesome. Well, hey,
Awesome.
keep two because me and Matt want one. So we're
Yep.
gonna
Oh hell yeah.
we'll buy one from you guys when we go to the show there. So
Well, what sizes? Unless
oh shit.
Triple X for me.
Damn.
crop top, you could do a crop top.
Crop top?
like,
Yeah, I can do a crop top.
Show those nipples. Let me see what you got. I'm
He knows exactly what this show's about. See that?
Pics coming later on OnlyFans. Matt crop top photos exclusive.
They still haven't approved our account.
No, they didn't. We were trying to bleach our assholes and trying to get it, but they won't let us do it.
They said they're confused by our logo.
I don't know why. We're just trying to fucking. But yeah, awesome, man. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Jared. And yeah, if you want to listen to them, they are on all streaming platforms. Go and check their shit out. October 20th. And where's
October
that at
20th.
again?
It's at Brudders, BRUDDERS in Irving Park. Free.
Brothers.
Free.
Oh,
Free. It's a free show.
Free. Actually,
Oh, shit.
it might be $10. Let me check that. Let me check that.
It might be $10, everybody.
Shit.
All right. Well, awesome,
All right.
man. Hey, thanks a lot again.
Yeah, thank you, Chris and Matt. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right. Take
Yep,
care, buddy.
Take care.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
Bye.
Once again, thank you for listening to The Chris Court Show. Remember, if you have a band or business, or know someone that has a band or business, send all the info and MP3s to chriscourtshow@gmail.com. Chicken nuggets and cranberry sauce.
The Chris Court Show.